Welcome back to another JS Brothers video. Glad you're hanging out with us today. I got two different projects I could work on today. Two different builds, two different projects. I got our badass mini jet boat and our totally sick V8 jet ski. And they both need a little bit of work. Not huge major work. I figure I can knock one of them out today. I'm hopeful that this little guy can get to the kind of popularity that the V8 jet ski is at. It's sort of in the same realm of as crazy as the V8 is, but it's not quite as novel or it's not quite as big of a thing that, you know, everybody can understand. The water touching it doesn't really kill it. What ends up killing it is the connections will corrode and rust away. So one of these connections right here rusted off, and yeah, it just doesn't work anymore. So I will be switching over to a marine alternator, and I'm not going to go too much in detail with that. I just found the marine alternator that is the LS style, and I'll be installing that, so hopefully that'll take care of this type of issue going forward. I have tested the gearbox cooler and we don't see any leaks on the hose, so now I got to put the top back. Oh. I've tested the I was just spraying me. I've leak tested the gearbox cooler and it does not leak on the hose. And fortunately, by this time, Joel has showed up because I'm gonna need a little bit of help putting the top deck onto the V8 jet ski. Miles over here spraying me in the back of the head. So we're gonna do two things. We'll be testing to see if it breaks and leaks water, and we'll be seeing if Joel enjoys it, I guess.
We're gonna do the mind blow test. So basically, we know my mind's gonna be blown. We just wanna know if we're gonna need a cleanup crew. We'll either have to do a cleanup crew for the V8 or for Joel's mind being blown all over the place.
Walked behind the jet and it almost took me out. Way back. Yes, and watch for cameras falling off. But I have checked. They float now. They actually freaking float. Okay.
Okay.
You can hop on and I'll shove you out a bit.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, hi. Yeah, hi.
All right, folks, we're gonna do this.
Oh, I do need to tell you one important detail.
Is there a bilge?
Yeah. I don't want to drag right down stuff.
Flip that
This
up.
is the bilge.
Yeah.
It's only on when the key is installed at this
Okay.
point, which, you know, it's not the greatest, but hey, that's like all of our crap. This is better.
All right.
But you don't need to flip. I mean, you can flip it on, just leave it on, or whatever. I flip it on once you're going.
Yeah, okay.
You want me to take that extra bracelet?
Oh yeah, I guess mine will work. Yeah. All right.
Okay, now watch out for, there's a little stub piling right here.
Okay.
And then there's the other little stubs
I'll
up
go
there.
where I can see. I know there are some, so. I found you. I just feel like we should do some more checks. There's a lot of smoke.
Yes.
But it's normal. Crazy how good it handles.
Yeah. That's the biggest surprise about it, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like, it's like there's a V8 under my ass. It's like,
wait, this thing is how heavy? How is this doing this?
Yeah. It's quite nimble and just like you turn into a corner and
yeah, it's not going to change direction on a dime, but it will do what you want.
It takes some
want
throttle input, but it goes where you want it to go. Well, there's not a whole bunch of water. That's good.
I'm kind of wondering if... Holy snit! Dude, I was scared out there filming. Yes. Dude, I was getting completely blazed with water.
I was like, I'm gonna be.
And then when you were
make it exciting.
when you were doing the flybys,
Yeah.
when you were pretty close, they would hit a wave.
Yeah.
It jumped. It kind of went to the side. I'm like, oh, I had the major pucker factor. I'm like, if that's coming towards me, I'm just gonna jump.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna make it exciting for him. So like, I made sure to pass while there was I made the wave the first time, and then the second time, when I came back, I was like, I'm gonna make sure I'm turning. I was slightly curving like around because I knew that it was gonna like kind of skip a little bit. And I figured that's gonna make it exciting.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like when it hooked back up, when it landed, like it kind of got a little airborne and then hooked up.
Yeah.
I was like, it's a good thing these bars are strong and a good thing I'm holding on good.
Hey, now you get to meet another person from around here. Joel owes me $1,000. Okay, guys, Joel owes me $1,000.
I'm so glad that that clip is deletable.
Oh, it's going in.
If I don't know, I'm really indecisive here, but if I absolutely had to put money on it, like if somebody was like, you have to bet on this, you have no, either you bet this $1,000 on it.
All right, save that thought.
Oh,
Go ahead.
if I absolutely had to put money on it, if I had to bet on it, like for some reason somebody foolishly was like, Joel, you have no choice, you have to bet on it. I think right now I would, seeing what I've seen, I think I would pick the Interceptor.
You haven't seen the V8 with somebody else on it though.
No, that's true. That's what I'm saying.
So you have no perspective.
Exactly.
And
Man, this thing, that must have happened when I was
I hope we got some footage. Because this one was down, that one was down.
Were they?
Or this one was up, that one's down. Hey, they're both my skis, so I can't really lose, but I can if like they both blow up.
Yeah, you've got twice as much to lose, but also
I can't
twice
lose.
as much to win.
Yeah, I can't lose, but I also totally can. So
yeah.
So it was a good check, and now we'll check it over a little bit and see how bad the gearbox is boiling and all that crap.
Yeah, I think that seeing how quick that was, kind of knowing how quick that the Interceptor is, and seeing all the videos on it and stuff, being on this, it's just that goes to show how well behaved this thing is. I bet $1,000 against it.
And now he owes me. He's probably gonna pay me in Canadian.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Like $5.
$5. Well, it's better than I can almost buy a gallon of fuel with that. So. Yeah, no kidding, right? It's ready to get down and boogie.
It's just you feel like you're a real man on this. You feel like, yeah, dog, what do you got?
Yep, you can pretty much flex on everybody else, even the turbo skis, because they don't sound like this.
Yeah. I think it was definitely slower, was
Yeah, a little bit.
it? Yeah.
Couple mile an hour. He's gonna hang out with you and play on your skis, so I gotta go tow Joel back in.
Uh-oh.